I don't even like Sam.
And
Is
that's
that
the podcast.
it?
That's a wrap, people.
All right, we're done good. We're done good. Well done, guys. See you later.
Fuck off, Sam.
Nah, like, okay. We'll just go straight into it. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Oh God, why are you always the first to
Oh,
reply? I just.
conversation is
All right.
buzzing right now.
Anyway. Welcome to another
Sexual.
podcast from
The sexual
welcome
tension.
to welcome to another podcast from the Wales, and no, not your mums. Today, my boys with me are the Randy Bandit, Kid Bandit, and Samwise, and I'm your lovely host, Dave, and it's E3, bitches.
Kid
What do you
Bandit.
think so far?
We're also joined by Milo the
Milo,
Wow.
Who's Milo?
who's Milo?
dog.
Oh, I thought you were some Tweenies.
Milo's a
I
good
thought it was
doggy.
Liam.
Oh, your boy. Yeah.
That's
Right,
a
so
euphemism.
we've got. All right, okay. I'm gonna read. Right, Randy Bandit, Kid Bandit, a fucking weirdo, and me, your host Dave, and it's E3.
And I'm the Randy Bandit.
And this is Milo.
Oh, fuck off with Milo.
We've heard enough about Milo.
Xbox at E3, guys. Said a lot of stuff, upcoming stuff. They're also releasing a lot of stuff. And Keanu Reeves. What does
Oh,
everyone think of Keanu Reeves at fucking E3?
Wow.
Yeah, he's in what was the game called again? Isn't it?
Cyberpunk 2077.
That's the Cyberpunk. Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty sick.
Yeah, mate, that looks well. Mate, that
His
game
best.
was great, but now like we've actually seen some decent stuff, and Keanu Reeves in it.
Oh, it just makes it a lot better, doesn't it?
Oh, it's just like Keanu Reeves is born to play like fucking. Remember like what was it Bill and Ted and
Yeah.
Tim Rocker, he's like an ex-rocker in Cyberpunk, isn't he?
Yeah.
I so hope it just goes excellent.
Yeah.
I guess so.
He's definitely broadening his talents.
No, he's very talented,
What
aren't he?
generic face is going excellent and hunting people down because they killed his dog.
Oh, freaking
Yeah.
bring the dog
Yeah, that's
into it.
brilliant.
Oh no,
Cover
you
Milo's
don't like
ears,
that.
Sam. He doesn't need to hear this. Cover his ears.
Don't worry, Milo.
Halo Infinite as well.
Yeah, I
Another
watched the
Halo.
trailer to that. That looks
Another
sick.
Halo.
Wait, you never played Halo?
No, I played Halo.
Oh,
Halo. No, I'm just saying another Halo.
Well, what do you mean another Halo? There's
How
fucking
many Halos have there been now?
Not enough.
Sorry.
Oh, I just want to quickly drop this in here. Phil's quit smoking, so.
Oh yeah. Well done, Phil.
Yeah, he's quit smoking because he's dying. He's coughing down the mic.
Yep.
I want to give this 10 seconds of fame now for Kid Bandit. Oh, Phil.
Bandit.
Hope he died.
Alright, I don't like the limelight, to be honest with you. I crack under pressure.
Don't lie, you're the first one to drop your pants if you get asked.
I like to thank my mum and my dog. Thank you.
Fuck you, Dad.
Yeah.
Yep.
What do you
Okay.
think
Very
about Project Scarlet? Next gen.
What?
Truthfully, I haven't actually seen that one. Could you actually describe it?
Project Scarlet was announced for Xbox at E3.
Yeah.
It's going to be 4 times more powerful than the Xbox One X. It's going to have an SSD hard drive, which means it'll be quicker loading times. I believe it's going to also do ray tracing, which PlayStation said it'll do. Bit of a shame that PlayStation doesn't do E3. Bit gay, thinking it's better than E3. Don't know why. And they're going to be helped by AMD to make the processor.
Really?
Because AMD are fucking like deep boys. I think they're going to eventually overtake them.
They've done well. They've done well there.
Oh yeah.
Well,
So the next Xbox is going to look good. We didn't hear much about it, but it's 2020 is when it's going to come out.
well,
2020.
it looks like good for Microsoft. Because usually they're very under the shadow in Sony, haven't they? Past E3,
Yeah.
I'd say.
Xbox. Well, Sony doesn't really go to E3,
No,
does it?
that helps Xbox, but usually Xbox
Yeah.
in general always seems to be
Yeah, since the
Under the
Xbox
shadow.
One and PS4 come out, the PS4 has been dominating the sales.
Yeah.
I don't like to admit it because I am an Xbox fan, but
Yeah. Same.
fuck PlayStation now. I hope Xbox rules because they're also doing Xbox cloud streaming as well, aren't they?
Yeah, I've seen that.
But it's going to be a bit slow because Google Stadia comes out before, I believe, the cloud streaming, which is Xbox is doing. So they might be a little bit slow there, but they've also got the entire gaming market of Xbox already.
Yeah, I've heard
So-
it'll have backward compatibility all the way back to the first Xbox. See, looking
Fair.
at the original Halos, which I remember playing, you know, like 4 players. Oh, I remember those days. I can't remember the maps because I'm not a massive Halo fan, but I remember playing 4 players on that. But making it to this future gen, that's something very much to look forward to.
Oh yeah. I think Xbox for me, Xbox has always been the one.
8K too.
Yeah, 8K as well.
Oh,
I don't know.
What's this? What's AK? I'm unaware of this, so I.
2 4Ks.
Yeah, basically.
Oh,
So 4K.
fair.
Yeah, 8K just means like the resolution fell down. So at the moment, like
Oh, I thought you said AK, not 8K.
Yeah,
Xbox
47.
will release a weapons line, and it's going to be the AK Xbox.
That sounds very,
Dave!
very interesting. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh,
What?
sorry, I had to say that one.
I didn't hear that last bit. I was not a part of that.
Jesse's
I
bleeps
Dave!
it out.
Hey, come on, that was a good one. That was a good joke.
We need our editor again. See if he-
That was anyway. Yeah. What else do we think from Microsoft at E3?
Oh, Gears 5's they've announced, isn't it?
Don't know.
Yeah, I've seen that. Gears 5 has been announced. That looks quite interesting. I was looking at that last night. And another game called Elden Ring. That's what I wanted to talk about. Can you hear me, by the way, guys? Sorry, I thought it cut off. Elden Ring is basically from the same makers of Dark Souls and what's the other one? Bloodborne. But they've incorporated George R.R. Martin to it as well. So it's got like Game of Thrones sort of. Is that it?
He'll
What
have
is
good writing.
Did you say
Yeah.
George R. Mountain?
All right, okay. Look, I'm getting used to this. All right, I'm getting used to this. This is not my domain. All right, do you get me? Right, but anyway.
What? Reading.
No, like generally, like talking about different directors and different things. That sounds nerdy shit. I didn't mind. I can't.
How would you go Eldem? I like that a little bit, but George R.R. Mountain.
No, I said Martin. It's just
You said mountain.
It's my bronchitis and Sam's a dickhead.
You did say mountain. We all heard it, Bill.
Well, anyway, all right. Everyone, just
Replay.
let's rewind a bit here, all right? It's basically going to be another game from the makers of, as I said, Bloodborne, all the rest of it.
I'm gonna try and say that.
I'm not really interested in Dark Souls though.
Zaki and George R.R. Martin are the one Hidetaka. Right, I can say a certain
Yeah, I know, I get it. Yeah,
he did the as you said the Bloodborne and that, and George R.R. Martin also the Game of Thrones. So that's a pretty cool combo. That sounded like a pretty cool combo to be fair.
When's that released?
Yeah, I like it.
Have they
Yeah.
done release?
It doesn't say.
I know most of them have said 2020.
Yeah, most things are looking at like 2020.
I
I think that's what E3 is about though. It's like announcing new stuff. But like we also had Cyberpunk 2077, which is like I'm sure that was announced last E3, and then they just brought it out again at this E3.
But with
then we
Keanu
had-
Reeves.
Is it? Yeah, Keanu Reeves. Oh.
Keanu Reeves.
And what is it? Final Fantasy 7 as well. That got,
Yes.
that got a second fucking E3 appearance.
Also,
So,
Dave,
yeah.
Age of Empires 2. Definitely. They bringing out a 4K version with updates.
wow.
Okay.
So I'm not gonna lie, that's got my vote.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy a 4K monitor to play Age of Empires in 4K.
Shout out to the makers of Age of Empires.
Innit?
Gotta love Age of Empires.
You can't go wrong with Age of Empires, mate. That's such a classic game as well.
And also
That's
Yeah.
a retro game. That's a retro game.
another game which I've seen for Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga.
Why? Like, is it based on episodes 1 to 6?
No, it's all 9. So it'll
All
be
9.
all 9 films. So I
Yeah.
saying like 1
So
to 9.
there's going to be another 3.
Nothing
Star Wars
new, though,
films,
is it?
But nothing to do. Well, we haven't had the episode 9
No.
yet, but we're also getting 3 more episodes by D&D. Yay! Which aren't to do anything with Skywalker. So if D&D are really good writers, they can prove themselves in the next trilogy of Star Wars.
Yeah, by appointing me.
No, I want them to go back to the Old Republic, personally.
Yeah, I love them games.
Yeah, I'd like them to do a proper history of like Star Wars, not like
They need to bring Jedi back.
yeah, like
Yeah.
don't do it like the way the first trilogy did it. Because like as much as I love the first trilogy, not the 4, 5, 6 as in 1, 2, 3. I didn't like the fact that the Jedi's just seemed like a bunch of obnoxious pricks that tried to rule everything, but just because they had powers. I want like Jedi's to be Jedi's and then
Righteous.
The Republic. Yeah, righteous.
Shout out to the Jedi's, the Fallen Order.
Yeah, that.
Yes, that looks really good. I think it's more story driven than it is gameplay.
Well,
to be honest.
most Star Wars games seem to be quite story driven. To be fair.
Yeah, because I mean, this just looks—it's nothing new. I don't think it just reminds me.
Once again, it's
Sith. What is it? Sith's Apprentice. Sith's Apprentice. What was it called?
I know, Force Unleashed.
Yeah, it just reminds me of that, but just better graphics.
There's no dark side or dark side path in this one, though.
No, there's not. No.
It's just focusing fully on the
And
Jedi.
we also get a guest appearance from Forrest Whitaker, is it? Or Shay?
Yeah. Oh, and Cameron Mahogan. I think he played as. He was in Gotham. He played as the Joker.
Ah, the ginger dude.
Yeah. He plays as. He's the main character.
He was a good fucking like Gotham Joker kind
Yeah,
of.
100%.
He could like go on like another 5 years to play a well good Joker.
Well, he's not. He's not the real Joker, is he? But
No, but he could play a well good DCEU Joker.
but it's nice to see him being brought into a Star Wars game as the main character.
Yeah.
Going places, isn't he?
Well, he's
Going
voice actor, though, isn't he? Or is he? Is he mainly voice actor?
He's been voiced. He's done.
It was in Gotham, wasn't
Yeah.
I've not.
Yeah,
watched
he
Gotham,
played
so
as Joker.
he? Yeah,
Ooh.
live action it was.
Oh, I haven't seen Gotham.
It's all right. It's good. It's good. Yeah, I think they've finished it now.
No, there's one more season.
No, I'm sure the final season came out.
No. The final the last season ended. Bridges being destroyed, so that all of the crime lords can. All the crime lords are gonna basically grow their empires and turn it into the Gotham we know.
Oh, is
I
it
thought
pre?
they filmed. I
is it
thought they
pre?
filmed all of Gotham.
No, it's one more season.
You sure?
Definitely one more season because the guy that plays as Inspector Gordon he said in an interview the very very last shot to the very last scene of the last episode will be of Bruce Wayne putting on the cape.
He's already done that.
Not the full costume. He hasn't. He hasn't put on the cowl.
Ah.
No, there's one more. There is one more season.
Ah.
But yeah, back to E3 though.
Yeah.
Back to Star Wars.
Well, I'm a big Star Wars fan, so that's the game which is going to be grabbing my attention. And looks again. Well, it's a Jedi, like you said. I like the whole Jedi. I want them to focus more on Jedi than the Sith, because I feel like the last few games, or most Star Wars games, like you said, are based on after the Jedi Order.
Mm.
So like rogue Jedis. So I'm hoping it's basically isn't it a Jedi on the run, which they're hunting by the Sith Inquisitors, which you'll see from Star Wars Rebels.
So is this game set just after Episode 3?
I think it's between 3 and 4.
It's around the time of thingy film.
Have you seen Rebels? Star Wars Rebels.
Yeah, I think it's between Rebels and what's the other one? What was the film with
Rogue One.
Felicity Jones? Yeah, that's the one. Rogue One. I think it's like in that time zone.
Yeah, it's,
I think it's before Rogue One though, because
it's before Rogue One.
Before Rogue
Saul
One.
Guerrero died, didn't he? And
between
and he had hair.
Rebels and thingy.
Yeah, because Rebels was
Start of it.
quite a few. Rebels was one which started all the resistance and the movement. So it'll be around that time.
Yeah, I think it'd be between like the Rebels and Rogue One. Like that's like this playing the middle ground where we didn't get to see much of.
Yeah.
Which
But
would be pretty.
if no one's seen it, I do suggest you watch the Rebels because that fills in quite nicely in terms of between episode 3 and 4. It sort of tells you of how the Resistance was formed, how the Rebels were formed, with using big characters, and they introduce Sith Inquisitors, which are like they're not Siths. They're just basically the henchmen who are trained in cyber techniques with some force powers, but not much. But it fills in nicely to bridge the gap between both films, in my opinion, anyway.
Mm.
But
Fair.
that's my.
I do. I think EA are going to do well there.
Oh, it's EA again. So
Yeah, it's EA, but like.
so how
I
much
think
are we gonna have to pay for the DLC?
Well, yeah, that's one thing, but at least it's not pay
EA
to play.
Sports. It's in the game.
Completely wrong area of EA, but okay.
Yeah.
Apparently, EA.
It's just what I know
FIFA
EA.
20. FIFA 20 is meant to meant to have a lot of few changes, isn't it?
Yeah, well, they're gonna say this because basically
It's just been the same
once
game.
you try to, yeah, you're trying to flog a dead horse, as it were. The horse is exactly the same as it was the year before. Nothing's changed, but you're trying to sell the same horse to the person that already owns the horse.
Well,
This is obviously FIFA.
Yeah, but did you see the demo? There was actually a fault in the demo or the
What was
trailer
there?
where I think it was someone's arm went. Some player went for a slide tackle, and his
What?
arm went. His player went for a slide tackle in the feature, and his arm went through his leg. So they really didn't look and proof.
Yeah, but it's not ready, is it? It's not coming out
I know,
today.
but-
It's coming out in September. And they have brought out that new mode, FIFA 20 Volta, which is basically bringing you FIFA and FIFA Street in one game.
Oh, I remember the old first
Mate,
FIFA
FIFA
Street.
Street was good. FIFA Street was good.
The
Can't
first one
deny
was.
that.
Number 2 wasn't. Except for there's always, if you play with friends, there's always people, the same mate doing the same maneuver
Yeah,
all the time.
yeah. But it does look fresh for FIFA. Because normally it's just like, oh, we got new players. Oh, it's new team of the week. Oh, new.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
like
they,
this person's already been transferred. Look, we've already got him in our game. It's like, I don't give a fuck.
yeah, but
I
they said the
literally-
same for each FIFA each year. Obviously, the graphics have changed, the dynamics of the game has changed, but basically it's just previous FIFA but with updated team sheets and kits. There's never going to be much to it. Okay, you've got they added like that story mode, the journey. That's been on there for a few years now. I haven't touched the past few of them, so I just found it boring. So
I get that, yeah.
I think for me for sport games, I find it quite repetitive. Like for example, Tom, he can play FIFA continuously. Like I think he started with a League 2 team, got into the Premier League, and I struggled to get through half a season. My most exciting bit is the transfer window where I sign all these players and then I get bored.
Yeah.
So I don't think FIFA's. I don't think it's not a game which I'm excited with from that to the whole E3. There's plenty more games out there.
No, yeah, there's plenty more games. But EA, it looks like they're actually trying a bit more, like listening to the fans, because like they've just like recently in recent years they've been absolutely bum raped by fans. Like when they said about like Star Wars Battlefront 2 when they revealed that, and they did the like pay to win kind of thing. Like you can spend 40 hours trying to get Darth Vader, or you can pay like 10 quid and you got him. They got really. I think they're the most downvoted person on Reddit, and they're like the most downvoted second, or like they're just downvoted ever.
It's
Like, they're
because
just.
everything you have to pay for.
I think they're changing that though with like Jedi Fallen Order, FIFA, new like modes. It's like not just bringing out a new FIFA. It's like they're actually trying to change it a little bit, add more to just FIFA instead of just playing a football game. You're playing like Volta football. So I like to see EA trying a little bit more. If you know what I mean.
I do think they've got a
Nice.
long way to go though before they can actually.
And Apex Legends. That's owned by EA. I know it wasn't pretty much done by EA, but that's owned by EA.
I haven't really played it, so I can't really say for sure what I think of Apex. I think I played one or
I
two
don't
games.
I don't like battle royales, but I've heard only good things from Apex Legends.
Yeah, I've noticed on Twitch, that's one of the most streamed games which I've noticed. Well, through my friends list anyway, all the people I follow, it's usually Apex. Even Phil here has said, why don't we have a few games of Apex, which I think we will. Let's give it another try, because we had only had a few games. But I'm hard to please when it comes to Battle Royales. But I didn't know EA had a hand in it, or owned the company.
They're like a little. I think from what I remember hearing is that a little dev team inside EA were working on it as like a side project, and they like just said, "Yeah, we got a game, like it's like Battle Royale and free to play." And they're like, "Yeah, all right, release it." And then like it became a massive thing, and EA was like, "Shit, we should capitalize on this." So now they're capitalizing on it. So that's pretty cool. Also, Battlefield 5, they're releasing a new DLC, the Mediterranean, I believe.
Oh, I love Battlefield.
That sounds cool.
Really? That sounds yeah.
Have they sorted out the servers yet? So I find it's freaking horrendous to play a game.
I haven't even got Battlefield 5.
Oh well, I've got Battlefield 5. So
I might buy it now. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've been meaning to get it. It's just that I paid, what was it, 100 odd quid for the last Battlefield 1. I smashed that, and I don't play that even anymore.
I love
But I might get Battlefield 5.
Battlefield
if it goes on
1.1,
sale.
one of my all-time favourite like shooters. Well, I don't know what to call it, multiplayer shooters. I found that so fun. I just find the whole
So good.
massive worlds,
Yeah,
bigger
it was
teams.
even in that one.
Yeah,
Like when you
COD
play
is
Battlefield,
just crap. I hate COD.
well, like old ones, like old Battlefields, like you play Battlefield 3 or 4, like unless you were like really good with like your like assigned, like say you're playing as assault or a sniper, like unless you're really good, you're just gonna have a shit time. Like people will just bully you and bully you. But like with Battlefield 1, I just felt you could play any class and it was always even play.
Yeah.
As long as you had a good team, because there's so many people playing at once.
I've recently only just bought that.
Have you?
It's
Yeah,
so
give it a game yet?
Not just yet, no.
No, mate, you need to play it. That's something you can get into online and play for hours now.
Wait,
Yeah.
what did you get, Sam? Battlefield 1?
Battlefield 1.
I'll tell you what, it is really good.
Mm.
Mountain Games, me, Phil, Dave, Morgan, and Tom played. I think that's enough for a team. And we always have a set. So I'm always what am I usually? Sometimes a medic. Me and Tom usually the medics. Dave's like the sniper. Phil's the support. And I think Morgan was always assault.
Morgan pretending he's in the actual.
Wait, I've never been support in my life. I hate support.
Medic, wasn't it?
No, it was always me and Tom medic. No.
I like the assault and I like sniper, but I think I swayed towards assault in the last one.
I think it depends what guns you got an option, haven't you?
Yeah.
I was playing a sniper. Sniper was fun.
It is. It's very. I get a really good sense of gratification when I shoot someone with a sniper. I don't know why.
Yeah, you notice it didn't. It's not often those moments where you actually shoot somebody.
I well good about Battlefield 1 for sniping. You can see the little clips online on YouTube on the YouTube channel. Randy Banch.
Yeah,
.co.uk. Boop, 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 boop. Back to E3.
But another game which has been announced, which is probably what most people won't know or won't care about, is something which really goes up my street, really tickles my fancy. Shout out to Planet Zoo. a successor to Zoo Tycoon with loads of animals features, and you basically run the zoo. So basically Zoo Tycoon, but updated. But they say it's the same. It's developed from the same studio of Jurassic World Evolution, and Planet Coaster. So, and Jurassic World Evolution is a game I absolutely love. I've been playing that for the past few weeks actually. So you can say shout out to that if you like Zoo Tycoon or Jurassic World Evolution. This is a game for you.
What about?
Really.
What about Avengers Assemble?
Oh,
no, Marvel's Avengers.
Actually, did you notice it went in and out of gameplay?
Yeah, kind of. But it's not like the final. It's not like the final footage, is it?
No, not the final. No.
It can change completely.
But
you don't know, but it does look sick.
It looks really immersive.
It does.
It actually does. Looking at the gameplay, like Hulk was able to pick up cars, Thor was able to hammer. You could fly as Iron Man properly. I think it looks awesome. The only problem I have with it is I think the character design's a bit poor.
Yeah, I struggle to look
doesn't it
past
seem
the
a bit?
characters.
Yeah, doesn't it seem like it's more loosely based off the Avengers we know?
Ish.
instead
I
of
mean,
the comics?
Thor looks completely different.
Yeah, I
Well,
can't
no.
look-
If you look
Captain
at
America
the
looks-
original, look at Thor and Thor 1. He just that
Yeah.
was like
Yeah, 4
That's
1
why I was
is
like, wow,
completely
yeah.
different
Yeah.
to any other Thors.
But I
And
think
then
they
you
look
look
quite bland.
yeah. I feel like they should have gone off comic books designs and not like because Iron Man looks a bit like Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man. Like, why are you loosely basing it off them? If you're not going to go for those characters, don't go near them.
It's probably
Yeah.
because a lot of the audience don't actually read the comics. And if you use the comics interpretation of them, a lot of people will be like, "Who's this?" So I think
Yeah.
probably because they sort of have to use a movie one because look how big it's blown. Everybody knows Iron Man.
Yeah.
You'll say Robert Downey Jr., so you expect him to look similar. You say Chris Evans for Captain America, so they sort of had to do them. But
I
I
thought-
don't
like
think it was that close in terms of resemblance. I struggled Captain America anyway. It just looked really weird.
Yeah.
I thought-
I like Captain America's one in it.
Yeah. I thought their personalities are more based though, which is really good.
There was
Like their personalities were more comic book based. From what I saw. For example, Iron Man was a lot more from dialogue. He was a lot more cocky, whereas Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man more sarcastic than cocky.
Yeah.
And in the comics, Iron Man is a very egotistical, cocky alcoholic.
Is he alcoholic in the comic?
Yeah, massive alcoholic in the comics. Yeah. It looks like it's going. They're not so they're not fully copying the cinematic universe characters.
No, but I think they might just copy the look.
Yeah.
Because I feel like the look is important for them to copy. But I don't mind if they change the characteristics because both of them would be sort of similar in some ways.
Yeah.
It won't be completely different. So.
And
Wow, they look actually pretty different. I've
Yeah.
just had a look at picture now. Yeah, they look different to me.
and
Like, look at those two Thors there. Just put on Discord.
yeah.
It looks loosely based off that Thor. It's like not so much the costume, but just the face. It just seems like it's got a bit of.
I know what you mean.
original.
It's because his hair's
Yeah.
more fair.
Yeah, and I'm just like, just completely go different. Go
Yeah.
bold and big.
And Hulk looks like Mark Ruffalo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tony, like Iron Man looks a little bit like more of like a suave looking Robert Downey Jr. Like more. It just I don't know.
Yeah. Black Widow's completely different.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she looks like a mid-40s soccer mum. Jesus.
Yeah.
Well
Football mum.
different.
Risky,
Yeah.
Phil. We call it
Hey.
football here.
Alright, yeah, but we don't really have football mums in Britain. It is an American thing, so therefore soccer mum makes perfect sense, right?
Yes.
And one of the best things about this new game is
What?
all the DLCs for this game are free.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a big.
So,
And he mentioned as well while getting onto the DLC being free bit, he said every new superhero. So it sounds like characters are going to be introduced.
Oh, there's going to be plenty.
Add loads more. I think think that's like if you look at Final Fantasy 14, that was released originally in like 2010, 11, and then they released it again in 2013, and it's still going now 6 years later. I think they can like use Marvel Avengers for the rest of their life, basically.
Yeah.
Well, just update it like GTA too.
Yeah, they'll update it, just throw in new DLCs and all that.
That's how GTA's just carried on going.
Yeah, that
Pro
came
Gs.
out. When did that come out? Like 2013?
That came out years ago, and
Yeah.
they haven't really need to
2013.
bring out another one because they just keep changing up so something different.
6 years that game's almost been going for.
Ah.
But yeah, I totally agree there. Totally agree. That's gonna be
Oh,
Go on.
sorry. No, I just thought like I'm proper buzzed about this. Breath of Wild 2.
Oh.
spun out.
Yes.
Oh my god. I seen that and literally like a part of my jaw just sort of dropped. I was like, no way, is that actually coming out? Yeah, I'm buzzed. To be honest, kind of like weirdly enough, when I was looking at like some of the free highlights. I looked mostly at the Nintendo stuff because I found some of it really interesting. A new Dragon Quest is coming out soon as well. I think that's in the fall. So yeah, like, well, I know Sam would be happy about that, but the main one for me has got to be the Zelda, and they're doing a
What?
remake of one of the old Zeldas as well, one of the classic ones. I forget what it's called.
A Link's Past or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Oh,
Something
that'd be
like
good. Is that going to be more RPG based, and not handheld console based?
that. Well, from what I've seen of it, it looked a lot like the sort of overview graphics that you get in the likes of Pokemon, but like the graphics themselves being more redefined. So yeah, it looked pretty good, like arcade style almost.
Witcher 3 is also coming to Switch.
Oh.
That's
Have any of you played Witcher 3?
played a bit of it. I played more 2. Played that one.
Yeah, I played 2.
I paid £60 for it, and Morgan completed the game. I've never been on it.
Fair enough.
Well, you got your game's worth, even though if you didn't play it.
Sam, what do you
You
think
did.
of Breath of the Wild 2? Because you're playing Breath of the Wild at the moment, aren't you?
Yeah. How long is it going to take to come out though? Did they say?
Didn't say.
Because the last one took like some stupid 5-6 years because of how big it was.
It depends how long they've been doing it, having it under wraps.
Yeah. Yeah. Probably this one will probably come out a lot quicker because Nintendo had like a real bad area when before the Switch happened. They literally the Wii U, their console that they brought out, just majorly suffered the company. So they made the Switch hoping that it'd be successful, and it really was. It really
Yeah.
was. So many people have it now. Like me and my mum have one.
Your
Sam
mum has it?
one. Yeah, I bought it for my mum because she enjoyed playing it. I was like, this console I can get for my mum for her birthday.
Fair.
But yeah, it's
What games
still
does she play?
one. Mario Kart mainly.
Oh, amazing.
So if she goes online, go play her. But yeah, so many people I know have a Switch. Like Sam's got one. Sam's brother's got one.
I'm gonna get one.
Johnny's
Betsy's
got one.
Johnny's got one. So many people, I know so many friends got some as well. It's done so well. So I think now they've got more money and more a bit of safety there, they can keep putting out more games.
Yeah, now that they've nailed a good console,
Yeah,
they're concentrating on games.
Field's going to do really well.
Yeah, I mean they're re-releasing loads of games, aren't they? As well. Obviously, Zelda's out of the Switch. Final Fantasy VII's out of the Switch now. Resident Evil 0, 1, 2, and 3 are coming out. You got loads.
Age of Empires 2, yeah, sure.
Fair.
Yeah, they got a lot of games coming up for the console now. I think now the console's done well, they're definitely gonna hit up.
They'll be able to get all the bigger games too now the console's done well, because I'm sure they wouldn't. After how poor the Wii U did.
Yeah, that really sank.
Game companies would probably just no, we don't give you the game because look how bad you did last time. So that will only do well because the more bigger games are going to the game.
One thing we should mention: people that like Ubisoft games should sign up to Ubisoft Uplay Plus. If you do it now, but before August 15th, I believe they said in the email, you get a free month of Uplay Plus, and that's basically their version of EA Access.
Sound?
I think it's basically over 100 titles start in September if you sign up to it now.
Yeah, we're not affiliates, by the way, so you will not find a link below.
No, you will not. But you can jump on that sign up because that is a sick deal. Get 1 month. It's €15, I think it said. I'm just going to cancel after the first month.
So just over £10.
Yeah.
Oh, what's it called again, Dave?
Uplay Plus. If you sign up before August 15th, you get a month free. So from September 3rd, when it starts up, to September 30th.
Sound?
That's one thing. And Watch Dogs Legion.
Oh, I like Watch Dogs.
I haven't played it. What's Watch Dogs like? I haven't played it. I think I've got the first one on hard drive, but I just haven't played it.
It's basically where you can take control of the cities, technology for so like mobile phones,
You can-
traffic lights.
Yeah, you can switch traffic lights to red to stop cars from going. Bring barriers up. So there's
Yeah, I remember
hack
the
into
bit.
stuff, video.
Mobile phones and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's this Watch Dogs Legion though? Because I knew what like the premise of Watch Dogs was. It's like you're like basically a hacker that's like doing whatever, but no idea like what the story was. So I kind of just skipped over it. But what's this Legion like? What's this thing like?
I can't make heads or tails of it. Well, who was that?
What do you mean?
Someone's having a heart attack.
Sound like there was a strong wind, man.
Strong wind.
Yeah, didn't know there was gale force.
Where's this?
No. Sam's mic, apparently.
Phil, are you alright?
I'm
I heard
fine.
it as well. I heard it as well. Anyway, Legion. Watch Dogs Legion. Apparently you can play Granny.
You can play Granny.
Oh.
Apparently. That's what.
Yeah, you kind of can see it in the picture in the background. Yeah, that's a strong indicator right there.
So has anyone looked at anything from Ubisoft at E3?
I've got to be honest, no, because a lot of their games, I'm just looking at some of the like main titles, like Rainbow.
Gods and Monsters. That's that. It's very Zelda-esque.
It's also made from the team that brought us Assassin's Creed Odyssey, which
Yeah.
I fucking love that game.
I think you all know I'm a sucker for RPGs, so I'll probably keep an eye on that.
Is that
No,
like
I don't think it'd be an RPG. Oh, it might be. Yeah, it probably will be.
Oh, it does have like a very Zelda-esque look to it, doesn't it? With
Yeah.
the colours and
There's no gameplay, I don't think yet though.
What's this?
No, they haven't shown any gameplay.
So it's an RPG, is it?
It looks it maybe. Maybe more of like a story RPG, like a narrow RPG. I really like the look of Roller Champions. It's like a sports like. Have you guys seen Attila? Not Attila. Alita.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, like the little roller derby thing they had going on there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But Ubisoft has like seen like that'll be a sick game, and they've just made it. It's
Yeah.
called Roller Champions, and that looks amazing.
Fair.
Available for alpha. I'm going to download that.
Is it just a racing game then?
Racing sports fight kind of game. So yeah, kind of. It looks good though. It looks fun. It looks like something like how it's like a casual like Rocket League. That's a casual game. Could do really well.
I'm just going back to Gods and Monsters. It does sound very close to the green hooded fella. Link.
Link.
Zelda's. Yeah, but it's saying there's no, like you said, there's no video. This is got a trailer. It doesn't show any gameplay, but it's just showing off the graphics of the world. And it looks like it's just gonna be like swords, shield and sword, bow and arrow.
Exactly. I like that.
Some powers. So it looks like it's gonna be very close to what the Zelda games are. So it'll be interesting to see how they can make it unique enough for people to not look at it and go, "Is this just a Zelda knockoff?"
I like the look of this though. I don't feel like it is.
No, I don't.
I'm not. Well, I don't know. It seems like it's their answer to Zelda, isn't it? Let's be honest. It's Ubisoft. They want to make a Zelda-esque game because they know how popular it is. So this is their answer by trying to do the same thing Zelda does. The soft graphics, the colours, the models, but obviously adding their twist to it.
Yeah.
Looks at it, what I remember of the Zelda games, I haven't played many Zelda games. This world looks a lot nicer, in truth.
Yeah. It looks more fun. But it's also, like I said, it's been the team that did Assassin's Creed Odyssey are doing this game. So
that's
I think it's going to be.
good.
Yeah, I think it's always going to have a good gameplay there. So I don't think we'll be ripping off Zelda in any
But
way.
you think you find similarities? I think you will find similarities.
Yeah, I feel like it might be a cousin of Zelda, but not like a sibling. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like that's the kind of vibe I'm gonna get from it.
Yeah, well, we'll see how it goes. Might be.
Yeah.
Oh, I've just seen
It looks good. It looks brilliant.
yeah. Watch Dogs. It's good. It's set in a post-Brexit version of London. So basically going to make it seem very chaotic by the looks of it. It'll be.
Oh yeah, Theresa May's gonna be up the fucking wall.
She's that granny.
She's like, die, Brits!
She's like, I'm glad I stepped down.
Theresa May couldn't handle the stress no more, so she's gone out.
She's like, do you recognise this pig, David Cameron? Yeah, no, looks good.
What other games we?
Have you heard of Google? What they announced? Google Stadia.
Stadia?
Yes.
Yeah.
Have you thought about that?
I mentioned it a little bit, but we can talk about that.
So it's basically a brand new platform answering. But is it? Am I right saying you can use it anywhere, or something like that? Or am I thinking of something else?
Yeah, so it's going to be like a streaming game service. So I think Ubisoft are partnered up with them. I think it's also with their Uplay service or Uplay Plus service. You can, I think they're partnering up to do that. Google Stadia is going to be like play anywhere on at any time kind of thing. So you can have like their cloud service, and you can play like proper good games, and you don't have to have the hardware. You can play it like on a low end.
Oh, that'd be good.
You have a good internet. But Xbox are also doing that as well with their xCloud. So apparently they're saying you can even do it with your mobile phone, playing games like proper games.
Yeah, but I don't like mobile games. The screen's too
No,
small.
No, me neither.
No, I mean like you can play like AAA rated games on the phone, I believe,
Oh.
through the
Really?
phone. It's like the phone. Basically, like they're gonna do like a host server where all these games are being played through, and as long as you have the internet, so as long as like basically 5G's coming out on phones now, as long as you have that internet connection that's very stable and fast, you'll be able to play these high-end games through anything.
Fair. Sounds good.
But that is definitely the next step for gaming, though. Because one thing I used to hate, play when say I'm really into a game, and next minute you have to go away, say stay at your grandma's or go on holiday. Even though holiday's amazing, sometimes to chill, you like to play a game.
And play games, isn't it?
You just whack it out and just hook it up to any TV, and you've got a game. You can play it.
I'm glad you continued that sentence there, CV. Quite briskly as well, as I can see.
Well, that's another part time, which I'm not going to go into it. But...
Dave,
Yeah.
you've got Smash Bros. You got Smash Bros, haven't you?
Yeah.
Is this Smash Bros Ultimate?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
brings
E3
out
announced DLCs for it as well. New characters.
Oh, is it Banjo Kazooie?
Yeah, and Dragon Quest 11 characters.
Ah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and Dragon Quest 8. I've just found out, which is pretty sick. I'm really happy about that.
Fair.
I don't know what other characters for. I just heard about Banjo Kazooie. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I've heard about Banjo Kazooie.
Who's Banjo Kazooie?
Who is it? It's a bear with what's it?
The
bird.
Yeah. The one from Lindsay's character on Minecraft.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, Kazooie.
Yeah.
That's a shout out to Achievement, isn't it?
Yeah, sponsor.
Please. Anyway, so much has happened at E3.
It's hard to pick up everything.
And it like Bethesda was there elsewhere, Elder Scrolls Online.
I'm not happy about that.
Well, yeah, you just want
we'll
to
just miss that then. We'll just miss that then.
Yeah,
No, it's pissed me off. Yeah.
Sam, before you go on, probably. So here's something I'm just reading now. Elder Scrolls Blades.
Yes, that's a Switch game, isn't it?
Switch. Yeah. So maybe that's something for you.
Yeah.
Instead of you sort of like moaning about Elder Scrolls Online.
Because all they're fucking doing at the moment. Like,
How is it?
Skyrim came out, what, like 8 years ago?
Right.
And the teaser trailer came out for this new Elsewhere. And everyone thought, oh, new Elder Scrolls game, not fucking online. Right?
Well,
nobody
like-
wants nobody wants more online stuff. Everyone wants a new game.
Well, they brought out Elder Scrolls Online, and I think they realised it was a bit of a failed cause or lost cause kind of thing. So bringing out a year-long DLC for it, it's kind of a good move. It promotes people going back onto the game, so they get more people playing
Yeah.
the game, and it also promotes new users to the game. So I see what you're saying, like how people just want a Elder Scrolls kind of like 6, but at the same time, you got to think about the market position, mate, and they're pretty smart there.
I'm sorry.
Hmm.
Did anyone hear Phil's dog?
Yeah. No, that was not my dog.
That was my dog. That
that's
was
Milo.
Milo. It was
Oh,
Milo.
okay, sorry,
Tell
that
You
caught me off,
okay,
that
boy?
caught me off guard. All I heard was a little yelp, a sort of little half.
He agrees with what Dave's saying. That's basically where he's coming at.
Yep. So he agrees with me.
Yeah.
But I like well, I know you don't like the Elder Scrolls Online, but I like the Elder Scrolls Online.
Did you play it?
Yeah, play it.
Oh.
Yeah, you, Phil, and Tom played it, didn't you? An
Yeah,
easy
we
switch.
got it.
Yeah.
But we
It was alright. Like,
the thing is with
sorry, mate.
any
Go ahead.
RPG, any game like that, so like World of Warcraft, it's fun to play with friends, but as soon as that one friend plays it a bit more longer than you, they're
Yeah,
one
that's
you.
that's the same with any MMO.
So that's what we found out.
Yeah.
Tom and Dave, I made a new character.
Yeah.
Because I like making new characters. But Tom didn't want to start again, so Tom's already, I don't know, 5-6
Like a
levels
higher
ahead of
level.
me. Phil,
Yeah.
I think he started again, and that's me using somewhere else in the map. So obviously,
Yeah.
to get into the party, it'd take even longer, and do the quest. It's not the same, but it's I like it. I like that sort of games. Like I'm come from the World of Warcraft background, so I stand by. I know Sam, you don't like it. I love Skyrim, but I do love the fact Elder Scrolls Online too. Cause it just expands the world, doesn't it? Add more stuff to it.
Yeah,
I
I like that. It's like what I like about it is that it's a year-long like kind of DLC kind of thing. So like it's a seasonal thing, which is like bringing dragons to it. It's like it's bringing a load to it. It's not like a 1 month thing. It's like like World of Warcraft brought out like their like newest addition to their thing, and was it Battle for Azeroth?
Yeah, that's
Was
the newest one.
And like apparently a lot of people moaned about it. Like you could do it in like if you were like a hardcore WoW fan, you could do it like in a week, and it's done like got back to max level. And, like, well, that's a bit shit. So this like being a year long kind of DLC is kind of cool. It's like it gives you more from your money in a way.
Yeah, but it is 40 quid. So it's the same price as a completely new game.
Yeah.
That is the other thing. It's quite expensive.
I get that, yeah. But it was also, like I said, it's a year-long
But
DLC kind of
yeah,
thing.
so
So
Did they
got-
add any new maps or new places to it with
they're
the
adding-
DLC?
I think so. I think they're adding a lot to it, and they're also going to constantly keep adding stuff to it through the year.
Fair.
so it keeps.
I'll have to take a look.
They should just make a Middle Earth Bethesda game.
Yeah, that's the one thing we all want.
Yeah.
That's the one thing we should hope for one day.
Middle Earth
Mhm.
Bethesda and Middle Earth Game of Thrones. Not Middle Earth Game of Thrones, sorry. Game of Thrones
Game of
version.
Westeros.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Well,
those
the
two
entire
games,
Game of Thrones.
that'd be-
Yeah, Essos.
Not,
I love
not,
it if you
yeah.
create your own house and
Yeah,
build
that would be
reputation,
cool.
you could challenge that for Iron Throne, but make it quite hard.
Yeah.
The chances of that, let's be honest, I can't see it happening. I'm still waiting for all the Pokemon games to be in one game, like a one-off game.
That would be sick. That would be so good.
Shout out to Pokemon Sword and Shield, terrible names.
Well, they're running out of ideas.
Yeah, they are a little bit, but at the same time,
Some of the new Pokemon look atrocious though. We see
I'm not a big fan of the Pokemon Sword. You know, like the dog
Yeah.
with the sword in its mouth. Kind of feels like Dark Souls 1 wolf with the sword in its mouth. But I'm liking the design of the shield one. That one looks cool.
but
I'm
do you
gonna
think
go for
they're
Shield.
slowly...
Mate, it's
the-
Pokemon. What the fuck's wrong with you?
No, but the fact is, the
Oh,
first
thank
few
you.
ones looked good, and now they've got a bunny rabbit who's a fighter, a monkey grass, and a tadpole-looking thing. But I do agree with the shield and sword. The shield one looks so much better.
Oh yeah. But there were also. Did you see the trailer for it?
Yeah,
They team up together to fight something. So there's obviously going to be a third legendary in there, which is
so
going
it's
to be
gonna be
cool.
like a dark cry or something.
Maybe it's like a sword, shield, and armor. Ooh, that'd be cool.
I I think I've heard something about, you know, the Pokemon Go, they released the Pokeball. Was it Pokemon Go or Let's Go Eevee, where you use the Pokeball to help you catch stuff. I think that's,
Pokemon Go.
Yeah, I think that's incorporating, they're using that too, so I think
Yeah.
they said something about, well, I don't know how true it
Kinda.
is, like an infinitive.
They're also like they're
Pokeballs.
bringing kind of like a raid kind of thing to the new Pokemon Sword and Shield.
So what, like Pokemon Go?
Kinda. So like you can team up with friends to fight giant Pokemon and capture them.
So basically
Um,
Pokemon Go.
Well, Pokemon Go's a sick game.
I know, but
But it
basically
just
they
involves
exploited it.
being active, and after like God knows how many years of being out, I can't be asked being active anymore.
I still want to.
I'm sorry, but I can't. I can do 50 kilometers a week, but like I can't be asked going out and catching Pokemon every day.
Yeah, exactly. We can do it. We're just too lazy to do it.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I'm not
Phil
helping.
can't get out of bed. His bed breaks. But I do miss those days where we went to that certain spot in our town, and there was like 50 to 100 people just there, and you just every now and then you get that one arsehole who shouts, "Oh, Dragonite!" and like over here, and everybody runs over, and then vice versa goes off side to side. I miss those nights. You know when no one completed the game, where everybody was in the same boat, where pretty much every time Pokemon came up, it was precious and you needed it, and you wouldn't have Pokeballs like that. Nowadays, I have to discard half of them because I don't use them.
Anyway, so what do we think of E3 this year?
All in all, to sum in one word, good, yeah.
Good. Stevie?
Yeah.
I thought it was really good. I think it's the first time I've actually, even though I'm a gamer,
Paid attention.
yeah, it's the first time I properly paid attention to E3.
Sam, one
Yeah,
word.
a lot of things to look forward to.
Fair enough.
What's your favourite game though to come from E3? Which has been announced?
Either Marvel Avengers or Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Oh, those two or Breath of the Wild too.
Yeah, Breath of the Wild for me.
Yeah.
Have you played the first one?
No, I have not. I've played bits of it, and I even robbed yours, but I'm still a Zelda fanatic. Like I do.
You need
love
to buy a
Zelda.
Switch then, don't you, boy?
Well, I do, yeah, but money doesn't fly out my ass, so yeah.
Anyway, guys.
What flies out your ass?
I wish it
we
flew
ain't
out
finding out what flies up Phil's ass. We ain't finding out.
my ass.
And on
yeah,
that note, we will see you next week.
See you next week.
And I like Planet Zoo.
I like trains.